On 15th of November, 5-judge bench led of the Chief Justice of India Ranjan Gogoi referred the issue of women's entry in the Sabarimala Temple to be reviewed by 7 judges bench. So the question is, the restriction on women aged between 10 and 50 entry in the Sabarimala Temple is really a discrimination or just a sort of religious practice? Hello everyone, I am Amy.
Hello everyone, I am George.
And, in this video, we will discuss the geohistorical facts and latest update on the issue of Sabarimala Temple.
Though by the time, all of us know the issues related to Temple Sabarimala. However, before discussing the latest update, take a brief account. What did happen till now? The first point is, what is issue? The issue is women aged between 10 and 50 are not allowed to enter and so worship in this temple. To understand issue in a better way, now, let's check out the geo-historical background of the temple.
That is a nice idea, George. Geography. Sabarimala Temple is a shrine complex located at Sabarimala inside the Periyar Tiger Reserve in Pathanamthitta district of Kerala. The temple is located on a hilltop amidst 18 hills at an altitude of 480 meters above the sea level, which is surrounded by mountains and dense forests. Next is historical background. The temple is dedicated to the Hindu deity Ayyappan, also known as Dharmasastra, constructed somewhere in late 11th century, but the temple existed there from the ancient time. As per the belief, God Ayyappa is the son of Lord Shiva and Mohini, the feminine incarnation of Lord Vishnu. For worship purpose, the temple does not remain open throughout the year, rather it opens on specific dates such as between 15th November and 26 December, 14th January, 14th April, and first 5 days of Malayalam month. Furthermore, there are many other temples of Lord Ayyappa. The Sastha Temple at Sabarimala is one of the 5 Sastha temples founded by Lord Parasurama, an avatar of Lord Vishnu. All the Sastha temples portray the different stages of life of Lord Ayyappa. So, at Sabarimala, Lord is portrayed in the Vanaprastha or form of renunciation. George, would you like elaborate the rules of worship?
Sure, Anmi. Rules that need to be followed to worship. Following are strict rules that essentially need to be followed before worship in this temple. The devotees are expected to follow a vratam, it means the 41 days austerity period, prior to pilgrimage. Devotees need to wear special mala made up of largely Rudraksha or Tulasi beads. Devotees who has taken vow of 41 days need to eat only lacto vegetarian diet. They cannot drink any sort of alcohol during this period. They cannot use any sort of profanity, which means the abusive language. They need to control their anger. They cannot cut their nail and hair. They are expected to bath twice in a day and visit the local temples regularly during the 41 days of Vratam. They need to wear plain black or blue-colored traditional clothing, and they need to help others. Amy, would you like to elaborate the ruling updates?
Sure, George. Rulings of Judiciary. In 1991, the 2 judges, namely K. Paraiponan and K. Balanarayana Mara of the Kerala High Court, put restriction on the entry of women aged between 10 and 50 and restrained them to worship at the temple. Though the women aged between 10 and 50 were already restricted to go there for many years, but this ruling of Kerala High Court officially and strictly banned women's entry in the temple who are specifically aged between 10 and 15. However, on 20th of September, the 5 judges bench of the Supreme Court, including the Chief Justice of India, in 4-1 majority decision, overturned the ban on the entry of women and allowed all aged women to worship in the temple. While deciding the case, the Chief Justice of India Deepak Misra said that the selective ban on women was not an essential part of Hinduism, and instead a form of religious patriarchy. And Justice D. Y. Chandran had said that The ban stigmatizes and stereotypes women, while placing the burden of men's celibacy on them. The only contending judge was Justice Indu Malhotra, who has given the following arguments. She argued that entertaining PILs challenging religious practices could cause harm to the secular fabric of the country. In a pluralistic society comprising of people with diverse faiths, beliefs and traditions, to entertain such PILs challenging religious practices followed by any group, sect or denominations, could cause serious damage to the constitutional and secular fabric of the country.
Further, she argued that the Article 14 of the Constitution cannot be the only touchstone to test religious customs and practices. Article 25 discussing the freedom of religion specifically provides the equal entitlement of every individual to free practice their religion. Equal treatment under Article 25 is conditioned by the essential beliefs and practices of any religion. Equality in matters of religion must be viewed in the context of the worshippers of the same faith.
On the gender equality issue, Justice Malhotra argued that there are 1,000 temples of Lord Ayyappa where women are not denied entry. The right to gender equality to offer worship to Lord Ayyappa is protected by permitting women of all ages to visit temples where he has not manifested himself in the form of Anshtiks Brahmakari, and there is no similar restriction in those temples. It is pertinent to mention that the respondents, in this context, have submitted that there are over 1,000 temples of Lord Ayyappa, where he has manifested in other forms, and this restriction does not apply. On the essential religious practices, Justice Malhotra argued that a religion can lay down a code of ethics, and also prescribe rituals, ceremonies etc., which are also regarded as an integral part of religion and hence are to be protected as a religious belief, and she concluded that the restricting the entry of women aged between 10 and 50 years, has been consistent, followed by the Sabarimala Temple for years. But in 5 judges' bench, the majority that is 4-1 decided the case in the favor of women. However, a review petition is filed against this judgment. George, would you like to focus on the later review in this case?
Sure, Anmi. Supreme Court's Judgment Review Update. On 15th November, 2019, the Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi bench, in its majority opinion, referred this issue to a 7-judges bench. Likewise, now this issue will be decided by a larger bench court. Moreover, though it is a very sensitive issue, but as per the given facts, it might appear that such restriction may not an issue of gender discrimination, rather it is the matter of religious practice, as women in totality is not restrained. Secondly, there are dozens of other temples where men are not allowed, then. Does it mean that it is male discrimination?
Right, George. Following are the list of temples where male are not allowed. Kamakaya Temple, Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. Lord Brahma Temple, Pushkar, Rajasthan. Devi Kanyakumari or Kumariamman Temple, Kanyakumari, Tamil Nadu. Mata Temple, Muzaffarpur, Bihar etc. Not only this, such kind of so-called discrimination is not a religion-specific, but rather in some or other form found in all religions, as for example, in the Muslim religion, women cannot pray in mosque. In Christianity, in the Roman Catholic and Orthodox churches, only men may serve as priests or deacons, only males serve in senior leadership positions such as Pope, Patriarch, and Bishop. On the other hand, women may serve as abbesses, that is head of none only. So, based on the above given argument, it can be concluded that such restriction whether on women or men in any religion, cannot be decided in one go as discrimination, rather must be seen in totality, and religious practice and tradition must be taken care properly.